welterweight division title. Well, a long winning streak may guarantee you a title fight in other divisions, certainly doesn't at 170 pounds. But now, with all the contenders behind him, there is one man left standing. It is this man, the #1 welterweight contender, now getting his shot at the dominant champion. And he believes without a shadow of a doubt that he is the best 170 in the world. And he is out to prove it right here, right now. The reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion in a division full of killers. He has remained the hunted at 170 pounds. Now, unquestionably staring at his toughest challenger to date. Can he go back home as the champion? If he can, another chapter to one of the greatest welterweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. All right, now let's get you our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Diaz is 9 years the elder. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. How about some Bruce Buffer?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 13 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, presenting the challenger, Nate Diaz. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 10 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat chimaev.
UFC belt on the line. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back to your corner. You ready? You ready?
So here we are, the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. It's crazy to think that not all that long ago, mixed martial arts was not regulated in New York. When that legislation came down, the UFC came strong, and we've been omnipresent ever since.
John, we kick the door in.
Yes.
If you're gonna say you're welcome in MSG, the UFC is coming. And every time we have gone there, we have brought phenomenal fight cards in some of the biggest moments in UFC history.
Now, if the Knicks could just get their ass.
Knicks will never get that together, and I'm okay with it.
Now he's got the Muay Thai plug. And they separate. Oh, and there's the double leg takedown for him. Beautiful entry there.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
How good is that right hand? Close guard. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Diaz.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way, or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away, and try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel, right?
Nicely done.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
Hey, good round, good round, good round. You almost finished it. You almost caught it. But it's okay. We got another round to do it again.
You ready? You ready?
All right, second round underway.
Nice.
Single collar tie now. Diaz has got the DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Oh, straight right. Oh! Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches there.
If you're boxing this guy and only boxing him, you will be in trouble. Ooh, what a punch.
Again, they will clinch.
Beautiful body kick.
Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz. He's throwing these punches in combination, really dictate the pace to his opponent.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Oh, single collar tie here. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Nice entry into the finish, correct.
And this might just be a matter of time. Side control now and certainly, I would think, more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
30 seconds to go in this one. Diaz is trying for a Kimura here.
Now he falls back into the finishing position.
This fight, folks, you see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round, saved by the bell. So back to the stool, mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here. Just there, he could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done. You gotta check these low leg kicks.
Oh, straight right. Diaz gets caught with that punch.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Oh, that right hand is on point. Oh, beautiful jab from Nate Diaz. If he gets that weapon going early, could be trouble.
Yeah, he starts touching you with the jab over and over again, and then when he starts to let that right hand fly, you start to see real big reactions from his opponent.
Oh, collar tie.
Slicing elbow lands from the clinch.
Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad.
Whoa! And just like that, the fight is over.
He got it! Oh!
Just the way he drew it up as he gets the knockout victory here tonight, it's hard to land a strike more flush than he did right there, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming. So he'll see the replay and probably shake his head, but ultimately this is a huge result and a huge win for that fighter here tonight. And there he is, our UFC welterweight champion of the world. He's gonna like the sound of that. Getting it done with style points by way of knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 59 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat.
All right, so a lot of people like the challenger tonight, but it goes to the champion